Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Alina, and in today's tutorial I will show you how to create this gorgeous crystal bracelet, which is actually a right angle with base. We're going to embellish with some 6mm bicons, and then it's giving this lace effect on the side by adding some 3mm pearls and 3mm bicons. It's super fast, you know. I like easy designs, and it looks very elegant. And of course you can substitute with anything you have in your stash. This 6mm bicons, you can add some 6mm fire polish, you can add pearls. On this side, of course, instead of bicons you can add pearls, and vice versa. So it's a very easy design to make. So also what I want to mention is, for the clasp I added this 4mm bicons, but I suggest you add 3mm or skip them altogether, because I didn't took into consideration that my clasp, it has a very small narrow hole, as you can see, and it's not so easy to close because of the 4mm bicon, but still I managed to make it, so I will keep it like this. So this is how it's looking. I think it's gorgeous, and it's also very easy to make and to give as a gift, because it's a fast, you can totally make it in one sitting, and it's super versatile, and it requires easy materials that I'm pretty sure you have them in your stash. So let's get started. Let's check the materials. Don't get overwhelmed by the amount of materials you see on my desk, because I'm pretty sure you have everything on your stash already. So you're going to need 3mm pearls or any round beads you have, also 3mm bicons. Then you have 6mm bicons, also 8mm Toho seed beads, 211 Toho, 2 color 15, which is not, you can use only one color if you want. Beading thread, I'm using Fireline. This time I will be using 8LB, because I want the units to be super strong, and I don't want to go many times with the thread. But if you don't have 8LB, you can use any thread you have. A beading needle, of course, a clasp of your choice, and this is also optional, 2 crystals to add here for the clasp. But keep in mind I added 4mm bicons, and my clasp is closing a little bit harder, because the whole of this clasp is smaller than the bead. So keep in mind what type of clasp you have. You can add 3mm, you can add a pearl, you can skip it altogether, depends how you want it to be. So let's get started. I added 180 centimeter or 60-70 inches of thread, and I will start creating my right angle weave units. So you're going to pick up 10 8/0 seed beads, and then you're going to form a circle. Don't forget to leave a tail about 20 centimeter or 7-8 inches, so we can add the clasp later. And I will go through all these 10 beads again, and I make sure I created a circle just like this, and I will go again through. Doesn't matter how many beads you go, just make sure the circle is full, and you go through all the beads together like this. Okay, maybe I will go through this too. And now I want you to look at this right angle weave unit. It has 10 beads. Always think like the ceiling, it has 3 beads, the floor 3 beads, and the walls 2. So think like this all the time, so it's easy to add the next units of right angle weave. So now, because I added 10 and all the unit must have 10 seed beads, we're going to add only 8, because we have 2 beads right here. So I'm going to pick up 8 8/0 seed beads, 4, 6, and 8. My thread is exiting this bead right here, I will go through this 2. So all the time think like this: 3 up, 3 down, and 2 on the side. So you're always going to step up on these 2 beads on the side. So I will go through the opposite direction, just like this, and I'm going to pull. And because I added 8 beads with the 2 I already had, now I have another unit that's 10 8-0 seed beads. So now I want to exit again these 2 8-0 seed beads on this side to add another unit. So I will just wave my way. Usually it's 3 beads down, pull, and 2 up. At this point, I don't want you to over pull, but you have to pull good enough so you don't see any thread showing. So we have 2 units. Now you're going to pick up 8 more seed beads, 8-0, 6 and 8. My thread is coming up these 2 beads. I will go down through these 2, just like this, and again you're going to pull, and it's going to create another right angle weave unit. And now I want to exit 2 beads on the side. If you are not sure which one, after your thread is exiting these beads, just go 3 more like this, 3 more down, and 2 up. I don't want you to go multiple times now on these units unless you have a very thin thread like 4 lb maybe, but with 8 and even 6 it's enough one time, because we will go anyway multiple times through this. And the most important part about this project is the tension. You don't want to make the tension too tight, because then the project will curve and it's not looking nice. So I will add 1 more right angle weave unit. So I will pick up 8 seed beads, 8-0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and again, as you can see, I will go through this 2 right here, just like this, and I'm going to pull, and again I want to step up, so I will go through this 3 down and 2 right here. Now let's talk about the size, how many units you will need. So my bracelet, I measured it, I added 19 units. I went too much actually, because it was super fun project and I didn't realize I added so many units, so it's a bit longer for my wrist. So I added 19 units. You see this square things here, they are 19, and it gave me a 16 centimeter bracelet from here to here. So without the clasp, 16 centimeters, it's around 6.3 inches. So 19 units will give you 6.3 inches bracelet, or 16 centimeters. With the clasp that I added, it made it around 20 centimeter or 7.9 inches. So 19 units will give you this. So now you're going to keep adding units according to your wrist size, and I will meet you in a second to show you the next step. After you finish your right angle weave units, I will show you the next step. So the next step will be to add an 11-0, which I choose this contrasting color in between the units. But now you see my thread is exiting one of this 8-0 right here. Immediately I will put an 11-0, and I will go through the next 3 8-0 from the top, the ceiling, like I used to call it, and I'm going to pull. So it's going to put this 11-0 right here. So I will pick up another 11-0, and I will go through the next 3 beads right here. If you don't know which beads I'm talking about, again you have to imagine this right angle weave unit like the walls of a house. So you have the ceiling, which is up, you have the floor down, so 3 beads up, 3 beads down, and the walls 2 on each side. So we are going through these 3 seed beads from up. Now it's very important to not over pull so you don't curve the project. So pick up another 11-0 and go through the next 3 beads just like this. I need to pop this 11-0 in this empty place we have here. Another 11-0, go through this 3. And also by doing this we're going to straighten the right angle weave units so they will be ready to embellish, which is always the funnest part of the project, I think. I'm going through this, another 11-0, this 3, but don't forget to add the 11-0 even when you finish this side. I will show you in a minute. Another 11-0, go through this 3. So this is the part I was saying, even you finish the units and you are here at the last one, you still have to add an 11-0 right here, then go through these 2 beads on the side because it's the last unit, then you add another 11-0 and we flip our work and you're going to go through these 3 right here. So the last unit, the first and the last unit of right angle weave will have 2 11-0s here too. So now what I like to do to make sure the tension and of the project is perfect, I like to just flatten my work and just do like this with my fingers. So I will make sure it's not very tight and not very, it's not going to curve. So pick up another 11-0 and go through this right here, these 3 beads, just like this. Pull, another 11-0, the next 3. We are almost at the end. So you see what I mean? Don't over pull even if you feel like it's better to do, and all the time make sure you flatten your work with your fingers. Pick up another 11-0, go through these 3 beads like this. You see how it's staying now? I'm making sure it's sitting perfectly in between the 8-0 seed beads. Another one, almost there, and 3 more all the time. Think like this, 3 and we have to add one more in this corner, of course. So I will pick up and go through these 2 right here. So this is the next phase you just finished. Now the right angle weave units, they stay so much better and they are more straight. And now I will meet you in a second to show you how we're going to embellish these units. Welcome back. So let's embellish this right angle weave units. So our thread is exiting one of these 2 8-0 on one side, and we're going to pick up a 15-0, a 6mm Bicon, and a 15-0. So this always will be the sequence for the embellishment. And now you're going to go through the opposite direction, so we're going diagonally. So doesn't matter what your thread, if it's like this or maybe your project it's looking like this, you always go through this 2 8-0 in the middle on the opposite direction. So if you are not sure, you can always put the crystal like this and just put it and it will show you where to go. So because my thread is exiting the upper side of this 2 8-0, I have to go down right here on the other one. So if your thread is coming up, you go down, and vice versa. So I'm going up and I'm going to pull, and it's going to pop my crystal right here in the middle. Again, don't over pull. If I'm pulling too tight, it will curve this units, so I don't want to. So you're going to pick up a 15-0, which I will call it color A in case you want to do exactly the same colors like I did. So I will put in the description, this is the color A of 15-0. Then you're going to pick up a 6mm Bicon and another 15-0. Your thread is coming up. I will go down through the next 8-0 in the middle, and again I'm going to pull. All the time make sure the thread is not getting tangled with the other crystals. So there you have it. This is the fun part, and it's always very relaxing and very nice to do it. And I will go again through this beads right here, and again I'm going to pull. Again, make sure the project is not very tight or curved. 15-0, 6mm Bicon and 15-0, and I'm going through this to right here, just like this. So this is the embellishment part for the units, and then after you are done, I will see you to show you how we're going to start embellish the exterior of the right angle wave units. So I will see you in a minute, or actually, yeah, I need to put also the next beads on my beading mat. So see you in a second to show you how to embellish the next part of our project. Welcome back. So we finished adding the crystals, and now you want to embellish this side. So what you want to do now, you see our thread is exiting one of these two 8-0. You want to just go through the 11-0, the black one in my case, just like this. Okay, so now we're going to embellish from one 11-0 to another, so from here to here and so on. So the sequence will be a 15-0, then an 11-0, then a 3mm crystal, then an 11-0 and a 15-0. I will show you in a minute. I'm still using my color A 15-0, so I will pick up a 15-0, an 11-0, then the 3mm Bicon. Again, you're going back and pick up an 11-0 and a 15-0. There you have it. So 15-0, 11-0, Bicon, 11-0, 15-0. It's like reverse. So now our thread is exiting this 11-0 black one right here. I will go through the next one, and I'm going to pull. Now the best thing to do here, if your thread is too much in the front, you'll notice it will stay like this, and we don't want to. You want to make sure your thread is somewhere in the back of this 11-0s, the black one, and your embellishment is staying flat and nice. Again, don't over pull. So now we're going to pick the same sequence: a 15-0, an 11-0, a 3mm crystal, an 11-0 and a 15-0, and we're going through the next 11-0 right here, just like this. And again, you're going to pull. Don't over pull, and make sure your thread is somewhere in the back of the 11-0, so it will make the embellishment stay super nice. 15-0, 11-0, 3mm crystal, 11-0 and the 15-0, and I'm going again through this 11-0 right here, and I'm going to pull. So that's, you see how it's staying right here. I don't like because it's staying like this, because my thread, it's not in the back of the 11-0. So I'm just pulling my thread like this and make sure it's staying super flat all the time. Arrange it with your thumb, and all the time make sure everything is nice and flat, you know. So you keep doing like this. Then of course here you're going to skip this area because it's the clasp side, so you're going through this, then you're going to skip, come to this 11-0 and repeat everything on this downside. So I will see you in a minute and show you what we got. So I finished embellishing the side of the right angle weave units with these 3mm crystals. The project is looking like this, and as you can see, these are a little bit wavy. So in order to make them stay straight, we will add another embellishment right between crystals. So now you have to exit one of these 3mm crystals. So let's see. Our thread is exiting this 11-0 because it's the last embellishment I made on this side, so I will just go over through the other side, and I want to exit this 3mm bicon right here. So I'll just wave my way like this, go through the 11-0, through the 15-0, the other 11-0, and then through the bicon like this. Okay, so now you're going to pick up a 15-0, the B color, so it's the other 15-0. If you don't want to use two color, it's okay, you can use the same color you've been using until now. So a 15-0, a 3mm pearl, and a 15-0, and I will go right through the other bicon right here. So just skip everything and go through this bicon right here and pull gently, and there you have it. I'll show you again. A 15-0, a 3mm pearl, and a 15-0, and I will go again through the next bicon right here like this. When you do this, you'll see how the project is staying so much flatter, and it's much better. A 15-0, a 3mm pearl, and a 15-0, the B color, going through this crystal right here, and I'm going to pull. Show you again. A 15-0, a pearl, and a 15-0. Go through this one right here, just like this. Now, as you can see, we have a thread here. The tail will leave for the clasp on this side, but I must tell you, on this side it's better, after you add the pearls on one side of the project, to just add the clasp on this and move on. If you don't want to make it like this, then you have to add another thread or wave your way until you reach on this side, because as you see, we're going to add the pearls, then we go on the other side, and this side will not have a thread for the clasp. I suggest that it's better for you to, if you put all the, you want to finish all the embellishment from the beginning, then add a new thread and go and add the clasp here. Don't wave around from one side to another, because I am afraid it will curve the project, because it's already, the tension is perfect, and we don't want to go through many times through these beads to make it more tight, you know. So it's your choice. I think I will go and add the clasp right now. So I have only one more embellishment on this side, and I am going right here. So now if you don't want to add it now, what you're going to do, you're going to wave your way right here until this 3mm crystal and add the embellishment on this side. So I will see you in a second to show you how you can add the clasp. So let's add the clasp. The clasp, it's very easy. You want to exit one of this black Toho on this side. So this is what I'm going to do. I will just go through this 11 right here like this, and then you're going to pick up 3 11-0. If you want, you can add a bicon or anything to embellish. As I mentioned before, I added a 4mm bicon, and I struggle with going through the clasp, so this time I will add a 3mm one, and then you're going to pick up your clasp, of course. So 3/11, a bicon, a 3mm bicon, a clasp of your choice, then you're going down through the same bicon like this, pull, and then you're going to add 3 more 11s, and of course you'll go through the black 11 right here on this side. From the interior I want to go just like this. So when I'm pulling, as you can see, it created this perfect V shape. So you're going to reinforce, you're just going through the beads. I like to go through these 3 right here, and then I like to go through this bicon, then I will go through the 11 and all the beads right here. The 3mm bicon and the clasp, of course, back through the clasp, through the bicon, the 11s right here. I'm just reinforcing a couple of times. And now if you didn't add the pearls on the other side, it's super easy. I'm just going to wave my way until this 3mm crystal on this side, just like this. And now I will just pick up a color B15, a 3mm pearl and a 15, and of course I'm going through the next crystal right here, and that's it. And I will complete my embellishment with the pearls on this side. And of course here I already have the thread. You're going to go through one of this 11 right here and do the exact same thing with the other side of the clasp. So I will see you in a minute and I'll show you the final results. So this was our project for today. I hope you really like it. As you can see, it was a very easy and fast stitch, and you create this it looks very complicated design, but actually it's not. It's sparkling and it's quite fun to make. So if you like this tutorial, please don't forget to hit that like button, and I would love to hear in the comments if you try to make this design and what beads you use and what colors. So until next time, take care and bye bye.